Hello Gaia, this is BLKHALO, and I created the guide on using Wix profiles on Gaia. I'm here on my Mule account today to show you step by step on how to set up your Wix profile. There's a few shoutouts I want to give out before we get started. One is to BLKHALO, who suggested this video. Second is BLKHALO, who is a very kind forum assistant who showed me how to convert the embed code, and pointed me to the third and final most, Swell Sunday, who created the guide on resizing media. Now let's get started. The first thing you want to do is set up your Wix, which I have already previously done. This is actually my mains profile. Now, I encourage you to save as often as you can. I've heard several people tell me, as well as myself, haven't saved and had to redo the entire profile because something went wrong, such as internet shutting down, computer crashing, or even the laptop battery died. So make sure you save. When you're done, save your final copy and press publish. This will give you three options. You want to click the last one, embed. When it's done loading, it'll pop up with a box with your embed code in it. You want to copy all of it. This is what the empty text document is for. This will give us a nice, good view of the code. Now before we start copying and pasting everything, I'm going to make sure that the profile is all neat and set up. Now, beforehand, I already removed everything except for the media. Now if you don't have the media, click on Edit My Profile, go down to Content, and then click Add Media. Now we want to click on Edit Media. We want to ignore this title box because later on we're going to be hiding this media panel anyway. We want to focus on the URL box here. The first part of the code is the shockwave file URL, which is right here in the middle. Go ahead and copy it. Paste it right there in the URL box. And while we're here, we're going to go ahead and add that question mark in there. When we go back to our code, we're going to find the flash bars, which is just below the part we just copied. It'll start at page ID and end at the A in the quotations here. This is the same for every code. Then we want to paste it right after the question mark. Click Update, Save, and when it's done saving, click View. Now you notice over here in the media box we have our Wix. The only thing is, it's very tiny. This is where Swell Sunday's guide comes into resizing media. Now I've added the link to my guide in the third post, but I've also added the codes manually so you don't have to go searching. Now we don't paste these codes anywhere near the profile or the media box. These actually go into theme override, which will be located at My Gaia at the account settings, which we actually won't click on that. We'll go to this arrow and go down to profile options. This is where we'll find the theme override box. First part of the code is the resizing code itself. Now you notice that the width and height isn't set. This is because you're manually supposed to set it yourself. You can find your width and height on the original embed code at the top, right here. Now this isn't going to fit just right. The way I have mine set up, I have a width of 1140 and a height of 800. This may not be the same for everyone, but you can try it and see if you have luck with it. Now we need the second part, which is actually optional. This creates a solid colored background. For quick reference, I added the two main common colors, black and white, with their codes, so you don't have to go looking for them in a chart. But just in case you don't want black or white as your background color, I did include a link to a color code chart. All you gotta do is just find the color you want, get the code, and replace the zeros in this code when you copy and paste it. Now you want to grab the third code, which is actually the newest installment to my codes. This one will actually hide the annoying media panel behind the Wix. And there we have it. Now we're going to do save changes and view our profile. As you can see here, the background is black. We don't have that media panel, and the Wix is all nice and resized. Now, if you use the original width and height, which I suggest using it first, you'll see a white portion to the right and the bottom of your Wix. If you want to go ahead and try the 1140 and 800 width and height just to see where it will get you, try that. But if it cuts off any part of your profile, go ahead and use your original. Once you're done, just save, and there you have it. This is how to set up your Wix profile. As a last shout out, I'd like to thank all of Gaia for using my guide on how to set up Wix. Now if anyone has any more questions or comments for me, go ahead and PM my main account, BLKHALO. I'll be glad to answer any questions you have and help you further in anything you need help in.